Okay, I am doing the final exploration assignment on Chapter 8, Sequences and Infinite Series, on where's it at? Number 65. It's in the review exercises at the end of the chapter. So it tells you that a crew of workers is constructing a tunnel through a mountain. Understandably, the rate of construction decreases because rocks and earth must be removed a greater distance as the tunnel gets longer. Suppose that each week the crew digs 0.95 of the distance it dug the previous week. In the first week, the crew constructed 100 meters of tunnel. So the first question asks, how far does the crew dig in 10 weeks, 20 weeks, or n weeks? So first thing that came to mind was I made a table. So like they said in the description, it said in the first week the crew constructed 100 meters of tunnel. So you see here, I actually had that right there. You do 100 plus the amount. So it'll always be constant throughout the whatever n equals. It'll always be 100 plus that because that's what it started with the first week. Then it says it is 0.95 of the distance that it dug the previous route. So then I come over here and I did 0.95k of the n minus 1. So let's say we start with, let's say 4. So we did 100 plus because that was the first week and that will always stay constant. And then 0.95 of the kn minus 1. So you'd actually do the kn of 3. So you do 0.95 of whatever this answer is. So that is what I came up with for that. Now it asks for the first 10 weeks, 20 weeks, and n weeks. So the first 10 weeks, I calculated all these out. And so it goes up 100, 195, 285.25, approximately 370, 452, 529, 603, 673, 739, and 802 for those first 10 weeks. Now you can see that the amount is going down because it is, you're timesing by 0.95 every single time. So you see the amount increasing is actually going down. So you can imagine that it is actually converging to something. And then it asks for the next 20 weeks. So then we come down to the next 20 weeks, which you still use the same equation, 100 plus 0.95 kn minus 1. And you can also do a series, like a summation of this. You could write the equation for the summation for this to make it easier. So for the next 10 weeks, so technically altogether 20 weeks, you get 862. So this one only went up from your 10 weeks to the 11th week. It only went up 60 meters. These are all in meters, by the way. So it all went up only 60 meters. Went up here by the first one, because it was just 0.95 times the first one, which is 100. So that'd be 95. So it already went down from jumping up 95 down to 60. So then you get these values: 862, 919, 973, 1024, 1073, and so on down to the 20th week of 1283.02. That is your 20th week. So your 10th week is 802.526. Your 20th week is 1283.02. So you can see that the increase down. Now, it asks what is the n weeks? So with the n weeks, you could actually write a summation of it. My bad. Alright, so this would be n equals 1 of infinity. This would be right here, your 100.9 plus 0.95 of the k n minus 1 value. So that right there, yeah, my plus sign is kind of iffy about that. But right there would be your summation of to find that n weeks. And that would get you to have the what value it's actually going to. Because at some point it will slow down. Especially if this real life problem, which I really do like that as a real life problem. This real life problem, it definitely obviously people can't work on it for infinity amount of time. Okay, and then letter B, what is the longest tunnel the crew can build at this rate? Well, by looking at the values, I figured out for how many weeks. I mean, that's already 20 weeks is 1283 meters. So about 1200 meters. I guess for how long they could work on it, they could probably get up to 2000 meters, but that's about it. So that is my real life problem that I did for my exploration. I do have some questions that I would like to talk about, but as of right now, that is what I have. So thank you.